Hello YouTube, this is another vlog shooting from the hip. It's August 2nd, about 7:25 p.m. I'm leaving for Korea tomorrow, and quick anecdote, I went to the bank to withdraw some money, and the teller, William, asked me if I participated at EVO this year. I said yes, it was for Super Turbo side tournament. Anyway, somewhat related to that, this is a video I've been meaning to do for a little while. I think someone like Psycho Chronic would appreciate it, since he's probably got one of collection of these things, lanyards from, well, events. So yeah, I don't know, I'm a total pack rat, so I hang on to mementos and crap like this. So I'm just gonna go off of chronological order here. Okay, this stuck to the wall a little bit. Great. And we will tell a little story with each one. So let's set these aside, and these on the wall, it's from high school, as you might be able to tell if this focuses. Ludi no Hombres, as the November Games. It's when I was in the JCL, the Junior Classical League. It's for Latin nerds, yes. So there's one for 2001, there's one for the year after, and there's one for the year after that. Okay, I think, okay, this is a total mess here, but I think my next, well, there's this thing from church a long time ago. Net Expo, I don't quite remember that, honestly. It's more than a decade ago, so apologies for cloudy memories. I think this one's probably next, is the interesting story behind this one, other than my wily hair picture here. So this pass was like $30. It was for when I was with the Advocate. And I totally overslept and missed the event. It was in like Kansas City or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember buying a plane ticket, or I don't know. It was somewhere. Honestly, that's also a long time ago. Apologies for crappy memories. There's probably going to be a lot here that I can't really recall. Okay, let's see. Is this? I want to say this one was 08. Which was a damn good year for me. No, this one was 08, apparently. Okay, then this one was definitely 05. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one had to be 05. So, this was actually my first EVO, and the first year that they had it in Las Vegas. I had it at the Green Valley Ranch Resort, which was a grand old time. It was first time sardining it with strangers in a hotel room. Just cramming a bunch of dudes into one room, so you don't have to pay as much. And I mean, we just sat around and played Street Fighter. A lot hasn't changed in the years that EVO's been around. Maybe there's new games, but it's still the same concept, and maybe there's more money involved, or I don't know. This might be 09. Honestly, I really don't. There's no year on this one, but speaking of sponsorships, like I see Atlas on the rope here, so let's just say this is like 05 for clarity's sake, even though I'm not completely sure. Let's see. I'm trying to be as chronological about this as I can. Okay, well, this one would definitely be next, since I didn't go to 2006 or 2007. I went to 08, and like I said before, that was a damn good year for me. So this one Oh, wait. I wore the shirt for this one recently, too. And the shirt I'm wearing now is actually from last year. But, let's see. Oh, wait, yeah, this one I remember. So, this was the last year that they had ST as an official game. And it, let's see. I was in a, well, they call them the black brackets of death, since there's no easy brackets in ST. But actually, I think I might have been the very first match to play in the whole tournament versus Keats. I think it was connected to the big screen, but we just played at a normal station, and he beat me with his golden Chun-Li. He beat my sim, but I trained really hard that summer, and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I clawed my way through losers bracket a bit. I took out Andries Osagad, if you're familiar with him, Magus1234. I didn't know who he was back then. And there was a claw player I had to noogie to death, too. And when I did that, I felt bad, because I had, like, Hans and Thrust cheering me on, and Halfro. Well, no, he wasn't there, but we talked about it later. And I just felt bad, because the other guy was, like, no one was cheering for him, or I don't know if he felt a lot of pressure. Like, I really wouldn't care about that kind of thing now, but Halfro talked about it later on. He's like, so no one was talking negatively about him, it was just people cheering for who they wanted to win, and that's okay. So, put that away where it is. The person I lost to for the second, or who eliminated me rather, was Saber. Scott Bender with his old Ken. I still hate that matchup. I'm still not 100% on slide anti-airs, but I'm definitely better at it now. But if I had beaten him, I think I would have had to face Justin to make it out of pools. And I probably wasn't even remotely ready for that. And Nuki was the other guy who made it out of our pool, who happened to take second place next to Choi that year. Okay. Well, yeah, that was another reason why this year was so great, was because Choi won 2 tournaments, and it was really, I don't know, it's just such a great moment for him and for America, American players. Okay. I think, well, let's go to this one, since I don't know if I have my 09 badge here. I think it might be this one next to it, but this happened before that, so it was the big National GameStop tournament. This actually isn't mine. I'm not part of the media, of course. I got this badge from Richard Lee, who just gave it to me, because I wanted to check out like what was going on, and I don't know, special places. But they're backstage, whatever. This is in San Francisco, and this was the first time that I saw Daigo in person. So it was that's what made it memorable for me. I think he said that he was like really sick that year or something, but I had him sign one of those Ryu headbands that I'll probably end up holding on to forever. So there's that one. Yeah, thanks, Richard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one would be 09 then, since it has HDR. This was a really good idea, is putting the schedule on the back. Yeah, there you go. It has the date there. It's just a little hard to read. But it's there at the bottom. It says July 17 to 19, 2009, Las Vegas. So I actually roomed with Richard that year. It was at the 08 was at the Tropicana. Really quick, funny memory about that is I was rooming with Hans and Thrust, and we had Mr. Quotes staying with us from New Jersey for one night, and we had breakfast afterwards, like the morning afterwards, and he ordered some orange juice, and it was like $8 or something ridiculous like that. It was no refills, and it was at the Tropicana. Anyway, that's fun. So this year, 2009, I was at the Rio for the first time. I split a room with Richard. That was good times. He treated me to a buffet. And I bought him internet for that, for the room. Let's see, this one... Oh, this one... Yeah. So this one, Cigar Bob brought out his cabinet for a 3-on-3 that unfortunately never really... Like, we got some matches in, but it had to be cut short because of a schedule conflict or something, and the Cannons had to shoo him out. So that was really disappointing, as that was, like, the main event in my mind. And we actually hadn't... Well, I'll get to that later, but this was all the first year that I met Damned Eye. And he, if you haven't heard that story yet, he OCV'd my team, which was Thrust and Richard and me, with New Ken, actually. He just had, well, for me, actually I think it was the whole team, he just had, like, mix-up of God going with, the old jump jab, cancel Tatsu into mix-ups, and, I hit too many buttons at the wrong time. That's always the story when I play him. So, there's the origin of that little vendetta. That's something I'm still working on, is trying to beat him in tournament. And I know I'm not the only person. Seems like a lot of people are have a bounty on his head. So, let's see, that was... Okay, here's one in 2009 as well. It's for PAX. It's the first time I'm ever going to Penny Arcade Expo. So it's pretty fun. I stayed with my buddy in Seattle. And he actually just came for the last day, but this is where I got like early access to DFO, Dungeon Fighter Online. Rest in peace now. It's a dead game now. It's so hard to talk about that, but it's still alive in other regions in Asia. And it's a fantastic game if you ever get the chance to play it. But it just wasn't meant for the US, I guess. Not long term anyway. I mean, it's like 6 years or something. That was a great game. So PAX was really cool. I'll probably like to go again someday. I also want to hit up MagFest someday. I'm really mad that Machine Supremacy, my favorite band, is going to be playing this year at MagFest, and I won't be around. I won't even be in the country, so I'll definitely have to check that out someday, especially if Masu's playing. Let's see. Man. What was next? Was that no? Okay, yeah, it had to have been Season's Beatings then. This was, I don't recall if this was the last one that was at Momo 2's, but man, that place, this is honestly my favorite tournament that I ever went to. Well, for one thing, I got to play Daigo in tournament and Super Turbo. And that's something that's the kind of thing you always remember, because he's such a memorable player. Let's see, the date for this, October 15, 17, 2010. Oh, I split a room with Zero.Jander, who I met from 2008. Forgot to mention that. I met him on GGPO back then. Oh, no. It was, Super Sundays, that's right. We used to have Super Sundays on like Kylera, just P2P, and that's shout outs to DJ Frijoles, and of course Damned Eye. It was the first time I heard his name dropped. I didn't think he was so great back then, but well, he's beating everyone up now. But yeah, this one was my favorite of all time because the venue's godlike, and like it's really small, but the food is amazing. The drinks are amazing, and there's no sales tax in Ohio. So it was just good memories all around. It was kind of rough traveling there, but this one always holds a special place in my heart. because Daigo beat me up in like 3 minutes. Anyway, I guess I think that one, this Evo was actually probably the one that should have went before that one. Give me a second here, I gotta plug in something so this battery doesn't die. Okay. So, Evo 2010, honestly this one is probably my least favorite. I just didn't have much fighting spirit for this one. Oh, I forgot to mention, 2009. Let's see, HDR, I had Shirts and Viscant in my pool, and they're the dudes I lost to. I got zoned out really bad with Shirts, and Viscant just kind of rushed me down with Claw. Let's see, 2010? Honestly, this one I don't remember too much about. Oh, there was an ST side tournament on one cabinet, so it was like single elim. They're running out of time, so they had to finish it in the hallway, and Galleon was running the brackets off a piece of cardboard. It was, it was pretty cool, but at the same time, I don't know, I think I was starting to lose my tournament highs around these days, since, I don't know, there wasn't really much of a scene for Street Fighter 2, since there's the big division between HDR and Super Turbo. But you'll see here, I think this was the last year that they screened Bang the Machine officially, as far as I know, at least. They might have showed it at 2011, I don't remember. But I just realized, oh, never mind. So, yeah, for this one, Bang the Machine, I think this was the first time my friend CJ Soulstar went to Evo, finally, because he always had to work, and I always told him about the scene with, well, he has more than one scene, but Spider Dan's and Bang the Machine. And it was so funny, like, when they showed his house in the movie, everyone from the 707 just stood up and got really loud and vulgar. It was great. It was a moment, that was quite memorable. It was fun times. So, there's that one. And this one, let's see, SoCal Regionals. Okay, this one, I remember, this is the one, flew out with Papasi for ST side tournament and HDR official tournament, the last one I played in. I lost to, let's see, I know Miles O'Keefe eliminated me. I forgot who put me in losers. It was, I don't know, maybe it was like Voltec or Aquasnake or something. Or no, wait. No, all I can remember is the ST tournament. I remember losing to, I think, EA Mega Man and Hugo 101. Probably both Boxer. So, this one was pretty cool. It was another Daigo sighting. He was the one who took that one, and we got to see Sako do his infamous Sako tick, which apparently they call it the Sako tick because he's the one who does it the best. He didn't necessarily engineer it, but apparently has the best execution with it in Japan. Of course, he won the VSAB tournament that day too. So, oh wait, no. So okay, I remember. Justin Wong was the one who put me in losers, and then Miles eliminated me. I think that's how it went. Yeah, okay. So there's that one. This one was on Curl Cab, formerly Cigar Bob's cabinet. Let's see. I only have 3 other badges here, right? Well, 2011. This one's from 2011, but I just want to say that I didn't have an Evo badge because I didn't need one for that year. But that was a great Evo. Because it was just like Casino Cup. Unofficial ST revival. This, let's see, UFG T7. Oh, this one was pretty cool. This one was, we went out, or I went there like a day early to hang out with some SRK people and to go to Six Flags, with Grog, Chindog, Keats, you know, a bunch of people. It's pretty cool. Let's see. I think Jesse Howard and Wes Juleson might have been at this one. Or that might have been the year before. I really don't remember because I think I went to the year before too. But there wasn't a badge. Let's see. Anything memorable about this one? No. I really don't remember if this... Like, my memories are kind of blurring if this one was... No, one year it was called Midwest Championships. Even though that's Jason Wilson's tournament. But, yeah, I just went to this one for ST since HDR died by then. Or it's not an official Evo game. Honestly, I don't remember... Like, my memories blend between 2010 and 2011 for this year. Because this was a tournament that Keats hosted. So one year it was Midwest Champs, and the next year it was UFGT. So it was a little confusing, because it was at the same venue, Northbrook, Illinois. I remember their cell phone service was terrible because there's so much cement or something like that. I think... I think this was the year that I learned about what the East Coast Option Select was, which is a great memory for me. I'll never forget that. It was great. Eric told me that... so the East Coast Option Select is if you're winning again... Or, yeah, no, if you're losing, you can say, like, man, I don't even play this game. But if you're winning, you can say, man, I don't even play this game. Too good. Okay. There's 2 badges left here. This one is for UC Davis, yeah. Okay. Pretty boring. Just for some orientation for school. Yeah, no one cares about school. So this is from Evo this year. And I had to buy a badge because I had to. Last year was at Caesar's Palace for the second time. It was in Caesar's in, I believe, 2010 and 2011. This year it was at the Paris, first time. Honestly, I like Tournament of Legends better, but ST Games had a pretty great run. And that's the last time I'll be doing Evo for a while, I think. Just because I need to take a break from ST and unlearn some bad habits and stuff like that. And, well, train in Asia. Mostly get my life together so I can give 100% in my life and in ST instead of plateauing at 50%. Like I have been in so many of these tournaments. So I didn't have a badge for every tournament that I've been to since not all of them had badges, but there's a slice into my tournament career. And we'll see if there continue to be ST tournaments. I hope so. So I can collect even more badges. I think Psychochronic probably has more badges than I do. I mean, some of these aren't even for tournaments or whatever, but I mean, it's a hobby. It's fun. It's fun to be the road warrior, the world warrior, just meeting up with friends from faraway places and seeing how strong you are. Alright, that's it for now. See you next time.